This tapestry is a national treasure. Not only is it one of the greatest works of art of the Tudor era, it also can tell us so much about the people, the politics and the religion of one of the most crucial moments in British history. And we knew that in this campaign, people had to be at the heart of it.
We have been doing some initial community engagement based around Henry VIII's fantastic lost tapestry.
The burning of the Heathen Books. Thought was missing. It's come to light in Spain.
It's a really amazing artefact. One of our nation's greatest treasures, made out of gold and silver at the highest level of tapestry making in the world.
Spain is saying it can go to a good home if there's a good home out there, and we're hoping that that good home can be in Bishop Auckland in our Faith Museum.
This tapestry reflects what Henry VIII was thinking at the time during the biggest fracture in the history of England. He wanted to form a new Christianity.
We've brought the idea of this tapestry to the community. We brought them the image of the tapestry. We taught them about tapestry, how important it was as an art form, but also how important the content of that image is and what it represents. How Henry VIII broke away from the Catholic Church, and from that, everything that they know about their community, their town, and our country was born out of that crucible fire when Henry did what he did.
In this tapestry, we see St. Paul in a scene in the city of Ephesus, where the people of that city are throwing their books of sorcery onto a fire, terrified by the power that these books have. And the context in which this was created was a time during the early days of the Reformation, where we saw people in England burning books that were regarded as being heretical.
They've looked at the symbolism and the meaning behind the tapestry, and what's more, they've done activities where they've placed themselves in the role of the people of England, and we've invited them to create their own worldview, and they have acted it out.
There is still a place in the artistic world of today for the tapestry, and we want to show that we're not looking back over our shoulder at things that used to be, we're looking forward to the things that will be.
We are working across Bishop Auckland to make a Bishop Auckland quilt.
We've learned about King Henry VIII, and we're doing the tapestry, we're recreating it into smaller pieces as a class. We've been doing like history and art at the same time.
I've been doing a lot of hand stitching, herringbone stitch mainly, and now I'm getting involved in putting the pieces together that have been prepared by a local community and school groups.
It's a really amazing thing for them to get together as a community and be part of something bigger.
We've seen tapestry weavers taking inspiration and putting their own twist on it. We've seen textile artists creating community-led pieces which have brought the tapestry to life and put it in a 21st century context. And we have seen the producers of the spectacular live show that takes place in Bishop Auckland, Kinrin, put this tapestry at the very heart of their show.
I've been commissioned to make a response, my own work, which is a response to the tapestry. The tapestry project is awakening people's desire to make things, and not just on an individual basis. I'm seeing people wanting to work as a team on creative projects, and that's really exciting.
Sitting with other stitchers and working with young people, it's really been a good experience.
Our artwork and historical artefacts can help us to unpick what's happening today, so that we've got young people that can discuss and evaluate these points in history from two perspectives. That's a really important skill.
I always thought that in England there wasn't a lot, but then when we learn about history in the past, it makes me feel like there's so much more in England.
We need a fairer distribution of our cultural heritage across the country, and that's why it needs to come to Bishop Auckland, because these guys want to see it, they need to see it, and they need to have that fair and equal access to those resources.
Museums are not close to us, they're not in our area, so having something in walking distance to them is just a luxury that they need. they deserve.
So if you see something in a picture, it's not as fascinating as actually being able to see it in real life, so I think it should come here.
So it would be really good if it came here and everyone in Bishop Auckland could experience it and not travel far away.
It can just be here and everyone can experience it their own way.
It would be fun to look at in museums. If you wanted, you could take a picture of it and maybe draw it at home and recreate it and show your teachers.
I have seen such a change in the way that people feel about their town, about their area, about the history, and it's really, really exciting to see how interested people are and how they want to find out more.
We're so proud of being in our northern hemisphere, but we want other people to be proud and come up and say, and the more we can get to show people, the better for us.
The local community has taken this project to heart. They've really taken it to heart. There's a real contemporary life to people's interest in it. It's like awakening people's imaginations about the nature of the area they live in.
This has broadened my horizons of what Bishop Auckland stands for. It has brought a lot of people to the local area from outside all over the place. And the history behind such a small little place in the northeast is just fantastic. People should just come and say, and for the younger generation to be involved, to understand what they've got on their own doorstep before they fly the nest and go elsewhere. And for us that are still here, we can still teach people. We talk to local people and they have so much history that we didn't even know, and being part of this local community is just, it makes you feel really proud.
We want to have it in this town because this town sits in the heart of Britain, and we want everyone to be able to come and enjoy it, to feel proud of it, to feel inspired by it, and to be informed by it.
We want to throw our arms open and say to people, you are welcome here, and you're welcome here because you are part of the story.
Those young people brought history to life in their community centre. They understand it now in their very bones. They've lived it, they've stitched it, they've seen it. And now they want to see it come to Bishop Auckland and be installed in the Faith Museum, where they can go, they can take their friends, their families, and they can tell them, this is a treasure, this is important, and I can tell you why.